Hello everybody, something a little bit different today. We're going to go through the top 5 RTS games that you should get in the Steam Autumn Sale to less than £10. Some of these you may already have, but if you don't have them, they are great RTS games that you should grab while they're cheap. Let's jump straight into it. And first on the list today, Company of Heroes 2. This Ultimate World War II RTS is a staple name in the RTS genre. Not so good the modern ones, but Company of Heroes 1 and Company of Heroes 2 were very, very good games. And at the price today of £3.74, 75% off, is a tremendous deal. There are DLCs available for the game. The DLCs, all they do is unlock additional factions, additional mission. So it's not necessary for you to jump straight into these DLCs, but they're also on discount as well. And yeah, I mean, the single player campaign in Company of Heroes are great. So if you just want something to play on your own, very good. Multiplayer has obviously died off to a degree by now because the game came out in 2013, but still a good game to get in, play with your friends. I still play it at least once or twice a year. Now, number 4, very big franchise here, Star Wars Empire at War, the Gold Pack. Released in 2006, so one of the oldest games on the list today. This game is getting on for its time, but it is a tremendous RTS, and a big shout out to the modding scene for Star Wars Empire at War. There is a complete remaster available that people have been working on that brings everything up to very, very high-end graphics that the engine can handle. And Empire at War has not only like ground combat where you can be, you know, the Empire or you can be the Rebels. There's also the other eras as well. So there's Clone Wars, and there's also, I think, if I remember correctly, please correct me if I'm wrong, there's also Legends content in there as well. So there is a lot to be had. There's also the space combat, which is personally my favorite. Who doesn't like having all the Star Destroyers that you can possibly have and riding them around whilst you hear the classic Star Wars music playing in the background. And at 65% off for £5.86. It is more expensive than Company of Heroes, but is definitely one to pick up. So yeah, give that a shot. Now moving on to another classic game here, Command & Conquer, the Remastered Collection. Command & Conquer needs no introduction when it comes to the RTS genre. Everyone knows it. The Remastered Collection comes with the original Command & Conquer, the entrance into the Tiberium series, and the original Red Alert. Now this is going currently for a ridiculous price of £2.69 for both the original games and all of the expansions that come with it. However, instead of getting that, you may be better off getting the Command & Conquer Ultimate Collection. Currently at a 70% off, it is currently £5.88 for the original Command & Conquer games that are in the Remastered Collection, the Tiberian Suns, and its DLC, Red Alert 2, Red Alert 2 Yuri's Revenge, Renegade Generals, General 0 Hour, Command & Conquer 3 Tiberian Wards and its DLC, Red Alert 3 and its DLC, and Command & Conquer 4 Tiberian Twilight, all for £5.88. That is a ridiculous amount of RTS games for £5, almost £6. And as you know, if you've ever played a Command & Conquer game, they have tremendous single player campaigns, and they're definitely just a laugh to play. So, although you might not be able to play multiplayer on many of these, the single player campaigns are definitely worth your time. If you've not played some of these games, highly recommend grabbing them. My personal favorite is Red Alert 2, Red Alert 2 Yuri's Revenge. That was one of my main RTS games when I started playing on PC, so highly recommend it. Yeah, moving on from Command & Conquer though, onto our most modern game today, Mechabellum. Now Mechabellum's not really a RTS game. It's kind of more of an auto battler that has, obviously strategy elements in it. However, I want to include it in this list because not only is it a small team that's working on it, they've done tremendous work, but it is actually just a tremendous game. It is a lot of fun. Currently, it is the most expensive on the list here at £9.59. But it's just a tremendous game, and the multiplayer scene is amazing. There's a lot of work there by people in the community, putting up guides, trying to help people out to be better. So, yeah, if you're into auto battlers and like, this kind of aesthetic, should we say, definitely give this one a shot. And finally, our last game on the list today is a Northgard. Now, this one might have flown under quite a lot of people's radar. It released in 2018. Northgard is a Norse aesthetic RTS game. It kind of works, the area works in sectors rather than like just one open map. So you claim one sector, you move forces through. There's not really any sort of microing as such as you would expect in a normal RTS game. Basically, anything in the sector that you are in engages in combat. So the only micro you can have is by, forcing your units out of that sector to get healed up or something like that so that you don't lose units. Technically, still some micro, but there's a lot to be had in this game. It's one of my most favorite recent RTS games that's come about, and at the discount that it's currently at of 90%, going for £2.37, it is a tremendous deal to pick up right now. The multiplayer is very good in it. There's like a co-op campaign missions. There's even a new survival mode that's come out in it, which I personally haven't played, but it's something like tower defense in essence. And there is a lot of DLC for this game. However, the DLC is just additional factions. Now, you don't need any of this to play the game. The starting factions that you get with the game for that £2.37 are all very good. There are no overpowered factions that you have to play in order to be competitive. But yeah, Northgard, I've got quite a few hours on this. Would definitely recommend grabbing this for the price, even if you're just going to play through the campaign. And that's it for this video. I just wanted to go over some quick, great games that are at a tremendous discount at the moment for you to grab if you're into the RTS genre, which you are because you're here. And thank you all for watching. I hope this was useful for you guys. Don't forget to tell me what your favorite game is that's on sale at the moment, and I'll see you guys next time.